I'm here at SeaWorld, right in the heart of Yas Island in Abu Dhabi. This is such an exciting place to visit because it's one of the newest attractions here in Abu Dhabi, and it really is an incredible achievement. This entire space behind me is enclosed indoors, meaning that it truly is a year-round attraction. But they also conduct a really important research mission for the Gulf region, saving aquatic wildlife and making sure that they're able to further scientific research on really important topics, including climate change, where there's some really important work to be done here. In just a moment, I'm going to head in there and I'm going to meet with Dr. Elise Marquis, who is leading up that research mission. And she's going to tell me all about the work they do and hopefully give me a tour of the facilities. And then I'll be heading in there to learn more from Lauren Rogers about how they are bringing together transformative events with businesses around the world who choose this as a place to host incredible conferences, MICE events, and even weddings. So follow me and let's have a look inside. Dr. Marquis, it's great to be here with you at the Research and Rescue Centre at SeaWorld, one of the newest developments here on Yas Island. Before we jump in, tell me a bit about your background.
Well, so my background is really much in research. I am a plankton ecologist. I've done my PhD in Europe, in the Bay of Biscay, looking at the plankton food web. So looking at all the tiny little creatures in the ocean. And I came with that, just after my PhD, I came to Dubai, to the UAE in 2007, working on a project to understand the impact of the coastal development on the marine ecology in general of the Gulf. And since then I never really left the region. And so I'm back here since 2 years with this project here with Miral and on Yas Island. And I'm feeling very lucky to be able to coordinate and lead that, all the activities of the Research and Rescue Center here on Yas Island.
So I guess you're pretty excited to be able to get stuck into what you love most, your passion. And the facilities are pretty amazing here. Before we explore a little bit about how you see the opportunity to create synergies, tell us a bit about the facilities here at the Research and Rescue Center.
So the facility is built around 3 different programs: research, rescue, and education. And really what makes this place unique is that all those 3 programs are already integrated. The teams are working together and all the spaces are just all over the facility. So obviously we have rooms dedicated to the rescue program with the clinic, the rescue clinic with all the rehabilitation areas. We have spaces dedicated to research with wet labs, the aquaculture facility with dry lab, microscopes and so on. And we have the spaces for the education, classrooms. And we have a space like this, the auditorium, that is just a bit for everything and really making the connection between sharing the knowledge, education, being part of the community, engaging the community, having people coming here, and just making the 3 programs come to life and just being able to share that with the public.
And indeed, this auditorium is such a wonderful space to be able to gather people, share ideas. How important is it to have these kind of facilities, a space like where we're sat right now?
One of our mission is really to become a hub. So we have the permanent research team here. We have the rescue team here, but we have space as well to host scientists coming from Bahrain or from Saudi or so, from the region, or scientists coming from Australia or the US. I mean, we have that. We are looking, and this was the vision of Miral from the start, to have a place that will be a hub where science can be made. So we have everything, all the spaces to host people, to have scientists coming and do experiments and go to the Gulf, look at what's going on over there. And this is extremely important for Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, the UAE, and the region. And we have the chance to be able to share that, to have that active hub developed here on Yas Island.
When we think about sustainability, we often turn to economic sustainability as well, and therefore the business community is really important to see a viable future for something. Where do you see alignment with the world of business, whether that's attracting businesses to come here and take an interest here or visit here?
I've been amazed in that interest since we opened. We had so many discussions and meetings with exactly local businesses or businesses from elsewhere, coming and saying, okay, how can we help? How can we support? How can we, and can we send our colleagues here to see what you're doing, to understand, to be educated or to raise our awareness within our groups? Already a lot of interest, and this is bringing a lot of hope to me, because yes, as scientists, we can't do everything on our own. This is never gonna work. We need everyone within the community, and being able to understand the value of a place like this, and support our work, and just give a hand as well. Go to do some beach cleanup with us. Go to call us whenever they see rescue animals in need or so on. Yes.
It's been so great to have this opportunity to sit down with you. Thank you for sharing your vision, your work so far, your passion, and also telling us a bit more about the importance of the Research and Rescue Centre.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Seeing the amazing work Dr. Elise is doing here at SeaWorld Research and Rescue Centre is truly inspiring. It shows that tourism can play a key role in supporting this critical conservation work, preserving marine life for future generations. Now, we're heading just next door to SeaWorld, where we'll meet with Lauren Rogers, Head of Events at Miral, to learn more about how this mesmerizing attraction plays a pivotal role in shaping unforgettable experiences, alongside the many other attractions right here on Yas Island.
Lauren, it's great to be here with you in this incredible space. Tell me what it is that you are responsible for.
So I am Head of Events at Miral Destinations. So I manage 4 theme parks along with Climb Abu Dhabi.
Wow, that is quite a title and quite a responsibility. Give me some context when we think about events and the experiences that you can create in these incredible spaces.
So you can actually come and have your event in the theme parks, which is indoors. So we have Ferrari World Abu Dhabi, which is thrill-seeking rides. It's known for having the fastest roller coaster in the world, along with gorgeous luxury cars. So a lot of our clients love to come to Ferrari World and be associated with such a luxurious brand. We also have Warner Brothers World Abu Dhabi, again another indoor theme park with 6 immersive lands. So the biggest pull to Warner Brothers is each of the lands are themed. So you can have your event in Warner Brothers, but you can have different concepts throughout the night because you can move across the park. And then of course we have Yas Water World, our outdoor theme park, which is great for clients that want to have an Arabic experience as well, because it is an Emirati theme park. So you can dine on the beach, you can project your logo under our giant pearl, and it's beautiful in the winter months. And then we have SeaWorld, where we are today, our newest asset. And it's one of my biggest event playgrounds, because we have so many gorgeous, quirky spaces that are away from the public. So you can have the space for the full day and not worry about having to be around the park or getting into guestways. You have your own private space. And then of course we have Climb as well, which is our indoor skydiving and climbing which is perfect for smaller bespoke events that basically are happy to be active and try something completely outside the box.
Now, with all those amazing spaces, I know that you probably have a really interesting set of clients and partners that you work with. And I guess your job is to curate and build these really bespoke experiences. Give us a bit of an idea as to how some of those might look.
Yeah, we do manage a range of events from, if it's 15 people that want to have a real bespoke experience, we're able to give them that, they could go into climb and they can have a quirky team building where they're all inside the flying chamber trying to work together as a team to catch balls that are flying in the air, and then they can move across to Ferrari World where they can walk on the red roof. So we can give really customized experience to smaller groups like that, but also because the parks are so large and have a capacity of up to 10,000 people, we can also do a full park privatization for larger groups as well that want to come and bring all of their employees and just let them have their own time in the park and enjoy the park as is. So the range that we can offer across the parks is amazing.
Now, I got a glimpse myself as to how SeaWorld can really bring that experience to life. Give us an idea of how you're seeing SeaWorld being used today.
I love whenever guests come into SeaWorld and we do the site visits with them. I love to see their response and their reaction to it. They're in complete awe of the space, especially whenever you go into One Ocean. We have our 360 screen, and at night it becomes something else because you can fill the screen with stars. You can customize it to have the company's logo on the 360 screen. You have the moon in the middle, and at night it's just gorgeous. It's like you're not in the same planet. It's like you're completely in outer space. And then of course we have our tropical area in SeaWorld as well, where we have our dolphins. And you can have cocktails overlooking the dolphins, and we have our birds there as well. So again, it's just been able to give different experiences even within one event. But whenever I do a lot of site visits and I bring them to each of our assets, because we are shared services, we don't have any favorites, obviously. We love all of our parks. So when it's great to bring them to each of the assets and let people pull out what's important to them for their event, and there's always a venue that we have that's going to work for them.
I know when we were talking earlier, you were telling me a bit about how Warner Brothers, the theme park, really brings these characters to life with things like events and awards, for example. How are you able to kind of leverage those different assets to just create that extra something special when you have that request?
Yes, Warner Brothers, we do have a lot of fun, especially with the characters, because our characters are famous across the world. Like, who doesn't want to walk into your event at Warner Brothers with the red carpet, paparazzi taking your picture like you're a real Hollywood star, and then you're greeted by Bugs and Daffy in their own tuxedos? Like, that is an entrance that your guests are not going to forget. And then they go into our plaza space, which is old Hollywood glamour. We can actually change the settings in the sky as well. So you can come in and it's a twilight setting, and then by the time your event finishes, you could be a sky full of stars. And then of course, if we have any sort of award ceremonies in Warner Brothers, you could have our characters be up there with you giving the awards. And if you want to really emphasize your company's values, like if you want to celebrate that your company has incorporated new technology that year, you could have Cyborg come and be the representative for that. Or if they want to touch on efficiency, you can have Flash there. Or if it's about just doing the right thing, maybe you can have Batman or Wonder Woman there. So it's lovely the way you can tie in our characters to the company's values as well. We've also had events where Joker has crashed our party and Batman has to come in and save everyone. And basically the guests will follow Batman and his Batmobile into Gotham City, where they'll go on and can have a surprise after party as well. So it's just really nice to be able to make memorable events like that you don't typically get in your classic ballroom, because we can offer these entertainment elements as well.
I guess every day is different. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to tell us a bit about how all of these experiences and ideas come together. It seems like a lot comes down to the creativity, how you maybe take a brief, take a venue, and really build a concept or an idea around it.
Yes, every day is different, certainly. It's a fun job, and let's just see what other theme parks come next.
Thank you.
Thanks.
My time spent with Lauren and Dr. Elise reveals the unique interplay between investing in leading visitor attractions and the legacy they leave behind. From unforgettable moments bringing people together in remarkable settings, expertly curated by the events team at Miral, to the important mission of the Research and Rescue Centre, offering critical sanctuary for marine life, which is unique in the region. As we've seen in today's visit to SeaWorld, Yas Island's newest attraction, the impact of both is clear.